The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host, Superman in the house. Yeah, boy. Well, it's a sunny day here in New Zealand. It's the 4th of January already. Can you believe it? I thought we just had New Year's and stuff, but it is pretty fast. 4th of January, it's 11:47 a.m. The sun is very much shining after we had a few days stormy, and it's pretty exciting. So very, very cool. We had PulseChain pumping for 2 days, a little bit of a pullback now, just a modest one. Just maybe consolidating, and I guess we're going to go on the next move up. So let's get excited about that. A new year, guys, 2026, looking bullish. We got Sean in the house there. Morning all. Good to see you, Sean. Big shout out. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, we've got quite a lineup. Obviously, we're coming PulseChain news today. We're going to be talking about TruDeFi, their results coming in. I think it's day 14, 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks. EMIT Farm, of course, getting some love. So big shout out to EMIT Farm. High APRs. If you're after farming income on PulseChain, and EMIT is definitely one to look at, and getting investment support from True2X as well, so pretty amazing. Check that out. Big shout out to Kairos, the dev, amazing. And then we're going to get into LibertySwap. Just been unleashing the V2 infrastructure. They're going to be rolling out, I think, very fast, guys. Excited about where LibertySwap's going. Privacy and trading and DeFi. And bridging and swapping all in one. It's pretty exciting. Accessing all the other chains and liquidity, pretty exciting. So we're going to be talking about LibertySwap. CoinMafia, of course, Rack and Michelle, the biggest whale on PulseChain. CoinMafia getting very close to launch. At the moment, there's a whitelist out. That's probably the issuance of the token first up. We've got some breaking news about CoinMafia. We're going to check that out as well. So that's towards the end of the show. We have a lot of people watching at that time. So that's going to be really cool. So very, very cool. We're also going to be talking about HEX. We're going to look at HEX chart today. We looked at PulseChain, was it yesterday? We're going to look at the HEX chart today. It should be a lot of fun. Big shout out to HEX Creator, and we're live. Hey, gang, like and share. Definitely like and share. Stay tuned. All right, so let's get into it. What I was going to share the show first, right? So let's do that, and let's pin it to the top of the show, of my profile. And as you guys know, I'm rebuilding after my other channel got taken down. It was a bit of a sore spot for me because it was a pretty decent sized channel, and we're rebuilding. But we're getting there, guys. We're getting there with your help, with your support. We are getting there. So share the show around on X, and I do encourage you, if you're watching other PulseChain influencers out there, don't forget to repost their shows out as well, and get the word out about PulseChain and pump your own bags, that sort of thing. Share show on X, and yeah, pretty exciting. Now, people are talking about X payments this year. Maybe on X we might have crypto on the X this year. Maybe that's going to be launching, so keep a lookout for that. I saw that the other day. Could be pretty cool. I just realized my hair's really flat. I don't know what's happened with my hair, but anyway, it's very disheveled there. That's pretty funny. All right, so that is the link there on X. So share the show around, and my hair's a little bit better now. It's pretty funny, make me laugh. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let's get into it. We got the crypto news first. Let's do that. We got good morning to Mike. Hey, Mike, big shout out. Welcome. And big shout out to the Bria crew. The Bria. That's getting ready, getting excited for Coinwell and Coinaki coming up. So the AI agent Bria, AI agent, secret agent Bria. It's being trained up by Jen. So yeah. All right, so let's jump over to the news, shall we? We'll go to the full screen here and get into the crypto. Oh, I haven't even connected it. How about that? That's a little lazy morning today. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there in the end. All right, let's go. Bam. Is it magic? Are we there? Yeah, we're there. All right, we did it. All right, so let's jump over here. We've got the total market cap of crypto at 3.177 trillion, up 0.4%. And I keep saying this all the time, but it is a very small market cap amongst financial markets in the world. So just take note of that. And I went through those numbers the other day, didn't I? So we might do that again in the future. Might do a pie chart. When we do a pie chart, that'd be quite cool. Visuals, can't beat the visuals. Bitcoin at the moment, number one, $90,486. So we're holding over 90K, guys. Very positive, 0.3%. Ethereum is at number two, up is actually down 0.5% at the moment, but is still over $3,000. In fact, it's 3,119. So looking better there. Remember, we were sort of stuck under 3,000. Now we're over 3,000. So it's kind of cool. XRP at the moment is number four. It's down 0.3%, $2.01. So it's still over $2. BNB at number five is down 0.7% at $878. We've got Solana at number seven, up 0.2% at $133. Tron at number eight, up 2.5% at 29.5 cents. And then number 10 is Doge. That is down 1.2% at 14 and a quarter cents on the old Doge there. Best performer last 24 hours is a Tron, up 2.4%, and followed closely, I guess, well, not closely, but followed by Bitcoin. Best performer in the last week, especially after we just had that pump, is Doge, up 16% for the week. And what's next best? Next best is XRP, 8%, and then Solana, then Ethereum. There we go. Top 100, so look at that. So top performer, top 100 is MYX Finance. It's sitting at number 87 in the top 100. So it's the best performer, though, 87%, but most of that's today, 62% for my MYX Finance. Pepe at the moment, up 47% for the week, sitting at number 50. We've got Canton, number 33, up 36%. Pump Fun is at number 4, best performer, up 26%, sitting at number 80. And Liberty, World Liberty Financial, 35, is up 22%. We're going to keep an eye out on World Liberty. World Liberty, in some ways, is a bit of a leader for the stablecoin theme, also a leader with the USD1 stable, but also a leader because it's got Eric and Donald Trump Jr. On it, and therefore it gives a bit of a Blue's Clues potentially of where crypto's going from the government point of view. So it's definitely worth watching now. Up 22%. So those are the top five. So pretty good actually over the last week. Not too bad gains there. Top 1,000, we've got MYX Finance, Definitive, and Bulldown. They're up at green at the moment. And trending overall, we've got Convex Finance, Solana, and Pepe are trending overall on CoinGecko. So that's it, guys. Let's jump into Bitcoin and have a quick look at the chart there. So Bitcoin at the moment, we can see is looking pretty steady. We would say we've got the 50 monthly moving average at $65,000, and we're up at 90,460. So looking pretty good here, and we're waiting for the next sort of parabolics into 26. Now the first half of 2026, I might have a bit of volatility in it because we've got a few little challenges out there. Our big macro themes are all bullish: monetary policy, fiscal policy, crypto policy. That's all pretty bullish. Geopolitics is pretty relatively quiet. With what 8 wars finished now, so it's kind of cool. We still have the Taiwan Chinese issue, maybe even bigger, a regional issue there around China. But apart from that, we think that's probably going to be later in the piece. So that's kind of it. But in the short term, we still have some issues around potential government shutdowns, the midterms, the Supreme Court and the emergency tariff use, maybe January, February expected for that, and also interest rates. Right, so we've still got a few little things there. We're obviously going to have a new chair, so that's kind of some of the potential short-term volatilities in the first 6 months of the year, particularly. Apart from that, all the fundamentals are really, really amazing. In fact, the best lineup you could possibly ask for. And on top of that, of course, we've got tokenization and stablecoin boom themes as well. So exciting times, and payment systems, right? Payment systems. All right, so we got Hash Love and House there. Repost the stream. Appreciate that. Big shout out. Yeah, if you guys haven't reposted the stream, just take a moment if you're on X to hit the repost. And don't forget, if you're new on YouTube, we're streaming on 3 YouTube channels: the Crypto Night Show, Superman Crypto, and PulseChain X. So smash the subscribe button. And if you're on X, don't forget to go scroll up the top there and smash the follow button and share the channel around if you can. All right, so that's kind of where we are on the old monthly for Bitcoin. Let's go to the daily. Obviously, we're playing out the death cross, and we're just starting to hopefully flatten out here down the bottom. Hopefully, we're starting to flatten out here. We're certainly getting the right rises in the last couple of days. So hopefully, we can get that moving on. At the moment, the 50-day is sitting at $91,500, and the 200-day is at $100,400. It's an orange. So we'll hopefully get back over this 50-day moving average and progress up and move to golden cross. So if Raoul Paul, Tom Lee, some of those bulls are right, we may very much rally in this first quarter and crush the 4-year cycle. That's maybe, well, technically it's kind of like the middle of January, isn't it? 10th or middle of January But yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. We could crush it anyway with the rise in the first quarter. All right, so that's kind of the play on Bitcoin. Let's jump over to Ethereum on the monthly chart. And we can see at the moment that we've got the 50 monthly moving average at $2,559, $2,559, and we're above that at 3,119. So ticking away there, and this has been more suppressed than the ETH price compared to Bitcoin, right? So I think we're going to get quite the re-rate on the old Ethereum. And of course, we've had the strategic ETH reserves buying up all the crypto. The exchange amount of ETH has been going down. And once we get all these mega things in crypto playing out from the White House with crypto policies, the Congress, etc., it's game on, right? It's absolutely game on. So this really feels like a pressure cooker right now, and we're ready to get that banana part of the curve. So keep a lookout for that. It's looking pretty good, and we are above that moving average. Let's jump to the monthly, to the daily, I should say, and have a look at that. So obviously we had a death cross, but it was about a week later than the Bitcoin one, and we're pretty similar consolidation zone, moving up at the moment. But this is even slightly more bullish because we're just above the 50-day moving average. 50 days at 3,114, and we're just a tad above that by $6. We'll take it. We'll take it. And we seem to be holding 2 days. So let's see how we go. And this is a much flatter looking, curve. So let's see how we get on. So the 200-day moving average is 3,357, and game on, right? So keep a lookout for that. All right, so that is pretty much Ethereum. We had some bullish news around this, so let's play that out too. Tom Lee, of course, you guys know Tom Lee. He's the one CEO of BitMine Emission. He's running 3 companies, right? And he has just got 4.07 billion plus the stuff they haven't declared yet, which is a bit more. So they're probably up to about 4.1, probably up to about almost 4.2 million Ethereum, probably somewhere in that ballpark when they make their next disclosure. But they've started to use their Maven, I think it's a Maven, yeah, Maven staking mechanism that they got. Now, apparently, that takes 70 days to run, and they've started doing that over the last week or two. So that is ticking away. They are staking that ETH, and they're going to be earning, once they stake it all, they're going to be earning $1 million a day. Woo! Hot doggity dog. That's pretty impressive. So, yeah, once they buy up the rest of the ETH, I guess that includes the other 1.8 million they're going to get. But, yeah, pretty exciting stuff, guys. Tom Lee is the GOAT there. Let's listen to his there's a little snippet of about 1 minute. This should work. I might mute myself and remember to unmute myself, but there we go.
You have a lot of Ethereum, Tom. BitMine owns 3.5%, I think, of total supply.
It's more than that.
Okay, 4. Closer to 4.
It's getting close to 4.
You've accumulated that in what, 6 months?
Since June 30. So what is that? 5 months.
5 months. Oh my God, that's insane.
Yeah, if we were to stake it today, because we have this thing called the Maven staking solution.
Okay.
It's a in-house created technology.
I love that. It's sick.
But it's going to take 70 days to fully put it on to stake it. But it's going to generate more than $1 million a day in net income.
And you're still also sitting on like $1 billion of cash, right?
Yeah.
You guys bought the dip recently, but
yeah, we've been buying it at a much more accelerated pace. There's not really a scenario where BitMine's going to sell its ETH, is what I would say.
Pardon me?
I don't think BitMine would ever sell its ETH.
No, I love that. You shouldn't, right? Because with the staking, and
with the
there's
no reason to be selling
to ever
ETH.
sell. You have a lot.
There we go, guys. It's pretty hyper bullish, and they've started that stake. This video is a little bit old, but they've started that staking since that time. There are over 4%. I think they're 4%, and they're at 4.07, probably about 4.2 million ETH that they own now. Pretty amazing. So we'll probably get a disclosure this week coming up, maybe Tuesday my time, which will be Monday US time. So yeah, that's pretty awesome, and they've started staking, so that money's start going to roll in, and BMNR is watch out that price. That it's another way of getting into Ethereum and potentially having the leverage of the MNAV premium, right? So MNAV premium there representing a composite of the revenue that's earned, as well as the volume and turnover of the BitMine Emission. And of course, given that they're one of the top 15 turnovers on the stock market altogether, it's pretty good. The premium could get pretty high, especially as Ethereum starts re-rating. The market will price that to the upside, right? So it's going to be pretty interesting. And that's MNAV times NAV. So NAV just represents basically their assets on hand, basically the Ethereum and any other cash or other assets they're holding. So you just time those two together, and you get some sort of estimated market price, and that's kind of where we're heading now. That's been suppressed for some time since ETH's been down, etc. But I suggest to you that that's probably going to strongly re-rate as we move forward when the price starts to blow up, right? We got Luna in the house there. Hey gang, good to see you, Luna. Big shout out. Welcome to the chat. All right, so that is pretty much our crypto coverage, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Some of the key things that are happening right now, and yeah, we're gonna get into PulseChain now. And see where we're landed. Now we're down just a little bit further. Like when we were before the live stream, we were just down just a little bit on yesterday. We're down just a little bit more today during the live stream. So we've come down a little bit based on whatever the base price was 24 hours ago on PulseChain. PulseChain, of course, was launched on the 13th of May, 2023. That was 967 days ago. So a long time ago. And a couple of days before that, on the 10th of May. 2023, it was a full system state fork of or copy of Ethereum. So all the smart contracts came over. That included tokens and DeFi, etc., NFTs, all those things came over, with probably the exception of oracles and things that weren't working. That's pretty much it. So it was kind of the biggest airdrop in crypto history. And since that time, 967 days, we've had a pricing of the market, right? And so it's kind of where we are right now. Obviously, within a very short time, on the 31st of July, 2023, only a couple months after, we had the SEC suddenly decide to take action based on one person's complaints in New York, apparently, and so we ended up having that for 2 years over the as a shadow over PulseChain. And they actually took not only Richard Hart, but PulseChain, PulseX, and HEX to court pretty much. And they were defeated. After 2 years, Richard Hart defeated them with a dream team of lawyers, including one of Elon Musk's lawyers. And on the 7th of July this year, or last year, I should say. Yeah, we're already in a new year. 7th of July last year, they were well and truly defeated. And since that time, we've been free to move. Now, obviously, we've had lots of different things happen in that time. But now we're pretty optimistic about 2026, and maybe we've got a lot of that other way. We shall see. But we're pretty bullish, and of course we're in the new year, right? So we got PruveX, which is the latest project that Richard Hart's launched, and that's going to come to an ending soon on the 10th of January. So we're not far away from that as well. We're about a week away. Let's see what happens after that. Game on for 2026. I'm feeling optimistic. I hope you guys are too. At the moment, of course, we've got quite a few other projects on PulseChain that are launching, and they're all pretty decent kind of projects. Some of them potentially quite large, and so that's very exciting for the beginning of the year outlook. It sort of seems like things are coming together a little bit, and we'll get everything out of 2026 out of the way. And of course, the last 967 days. So let's get into the Pulse chart. That's kind of a bit of an intro for some people. We've got Work for Crypto in the house there. Hey, everyone. Great to see you in the house there. Yeah, we're going to be talking about TruDeFi. That's coming up soon, so stay tuned. All right, let's kick into it. And let's see where we're at here. So day 967, we've got Pulse at the moment after having 2-day rally, is just pulling back just a tad, or let's call it consolidating. It's only down 2%, and it's at 4 zeros of 14.30. So still 14% of the mean sacrifice price, so still pretty cheap value there. PulseX at the moment is at quadruple 0119. That's down 3.9% right now. One PulseX will get you 0.83 pulse, or one pulse will get you 1.2 PulseX. That's kind of the version there. The buy and burn sitting at 8.34%. That's the public's buy and burn. Excludes the OA accounts. And then we've got the Ink token at the moment, 62 cents, down 6.6%. And we've got HEX at the moment, which was actually the best performer yesterday, if you remember. Then we've got HEX on PulseChain, is actually up 0.25%. So we're talking about HEX today. We focused on PulseChain yesterday with PLS, and that is sitting at 2600th of a penny. EHEX at the moment still got 3 zeros, but almost lost a zero. That's at 0.0096. The combined price of EHEX, that is HEX on Pulse on Ethereum, and PHEX, HEX on PulseChain, combined price of those two tickers is 3600th of a penny. So we're just over 1/3 of a cent there on the combined price. Let's go into the gas prices. we've got the 214,000 beach, pretty normal. 1/10 of a penny for a PulseChain swap. Moving to the validators, we're sitting at 51,865. That's down a little bit from yesterday. And then we've got the bridge at 78.9 million. Not too bad. Now, I do have a snapshot, as you guys know, that watch regularly. The last one I did was the 19th, and we were at 77.4 million. We're at 78 now. So what's that? $1.5 million up from about, how many days is it now? 9, 11, 12, 16 days ago. So there we go. About $1.5 million up some 16 days ago. But let's have a look at the volumes because it's kind of more important. We're up slightly, about 50 ETH on the volumes over that time. DAI, what are we up? DAI, we're down about just under 1.1 million. USDC, we're about the same, just slightly up on USDC. USD Tether, 4.9, we're just down slightly on USD Tether. So on the volumes, we have still not quite recovered there. So we've got a bit of work to do, particularly around DAI. But everything else is, not too bad, but DAI is really the one that went down quite a bit. Coast is pretty much the same. And what else? What else we got there? EHEX. So EHEX, obviously, EHEX was 9.5, and now it's at 10.1. So EHEX has obviously recovered a bit there. And the volumes pretty similar numbers there. Bitcoin also pretty similar, but Bitcoin's up about 100K or so. So those are some of the numbers. We've had some interesting depegging with the liquidity forks on PulseChain. USDL, PXDC, and HEXDC, they were at premiums yesterday. Still at premiums today, but they were up quite large yesterday, like $1.08, $1.09 that I saw. Now they're at $1.03 on all of them. And I'm not aware there's any issue with Fetch Oracle or anything like that. Or someone did say something about that. But if you guys do know anything about that, let us know in the chat. I haven't seen anything. So yeah, just not sure whether that was just utter demand for those protocols and the liquidity pools pushing that up. So it could be. But let us know if you've seen anything or anyone talking about that in more detail. So that's kind of the play. Let's jump over to HEX, and we might go full screen on this. So let's bring that up, and we can see HEX there. This is the weekly chart for HEX. We're up about 1% at the moment, so that's gets the trend of the Richard cause. Let's have a look at the chart there. So that is, we got for the week so far, we've almost got a butterfly doji, isn't it? So it's almost a butterfly doji. We got the RSI down at 33, but let's have a look at the daily there. Yeah, I mean, it does, very much that could have been the bottom, right? Could have been the bottom. We got down to 0.00207, so 2/10 of a penny. Picking off the bottom, I mean, it's pretty low, right? So you kind of say, well, unless you think it's going down another leg, that could very well be the bottom. If you're looking at this chart from a big point of view, it's definitely at the bottom, right? You can sort of see it there. So it can't be too bad a place to be picking up a lot of volume on HEX. And you guys know once it recovers, you get a lot less volume. So there's that too. So yeah, it's a decision that has to be made. 2026, I'm feeling pretty bullish, so we'll see. In the daily chart, we've been up for the last 2 days, almost 3 days, starting the third day, looking kind of positive. In fact, 4 days if you take the original down day. And so, it's ticking away up. Let's see what that is actually in return. This is on PulseChain, of course. It's up 27%. So there we go, kind of easy. And we're bounced off the RSI, oversold, up to 43. So it's kind of the play there. I haven't added anything else, any other metrics on, but that's just the basics. So there's HEX right now, kind of looking good. It's got plenty of room to move to the upside with the RSI on the daily, isn't it? So there we go. What's the 4 hour telling us? 4 hour, it's just cooled off a little bit there. So kind of looking good. Maybe it'll just sort of chug its way back up at this rate. Looking good for that, I think. All right, so that is the old EHEX. Let's jump back into the view here, and we'll jump over to the overall market. So we're sitting at 4.3 million overall on PulseChain, so still pretty low. Bring on the $50 million days for $50 million days. But 4.3 million. I think what's that on an annual basis? Let's do get the calculator out. It's probably about 1.6 billion or somewhere around there. Let's have a look. 4.3 times 365. And that's a 1.5 billion, almost 1.6 billion in turnover a year, even at these low levels of volumes. So that gives you some perspective. But if we do I think if we were up at 50 million a day, I think it's something. Let's do 50 million a day. I think it's something like 18 billion or something. So yeah, that is kind of where we are right now. I don't know why it's bringing me up Telegram. I'm trying to pull up the calculator. And it keeps clicking on Telegram for some reason. Not sure why that is. So that's kind of where we are. Let's do. I'll get the calculator up again. See what it does. So 50 billion. 50 million a day. No, 50 billion would be really good, right? Times 365. That is 18.25 billion a year. So we're doing about 1.6 at the moment. So if we can get up to 50 million, that'd be pretty neat. Right, so that's the play. Where else? Let's have a look at the top movers at the moment. We've got Toucan, been around for 22 hours. It's up 330%. Remember, I'm not endorsing any of these projects. We're just going through the top 100 trending as normal. SCADA there is from Nuke the Supplies up 63% today. It's quite a big move, isn't it? Sits up there. Yeah, big move on low volume. It was 20K over 39K liquidity. So not bad, up 63% there, getting pumped there. I'm not sure what's driving that, but maybe if you're involved with that, let us know. DAI at the moment, Pump Tires DAI. 11 months now, guys. We've moved up. We're almost coming up to a year on the old Pump Tires. 11 months. So yeah, Pump Tires DAI at 40%, getting pumped pretty big there. And so yeah, there we go. Pump Tires, that's on the weekly there. So let's have a look at the daily. You get a bigger pump with a bit of volume there today, 11K on that. It's $250,000 market now. What else we got going? We got Dump Tires. That's still performing pretty well, up 30%. Been around for 11 days. Let's have a look at the chart. Look at that. Still going is the old Dump Tires gold coin. So it must have quite a lot of diamond hand control over that token. Let us know if you're involved with that. If there's any insights you can give us, let us know. But that is on the up. I can't remember who launched this one, but yeah, there we are, 00063 right now. So we've got the pulse ratio. See how that's looking. Whoa, pretty impressive. Now we've been as high as what? 47 pulse per DTGC, and we've been as low here at 7.65. So doing pretty well. If you're on that, let's log that. That's the log. All right, so there we go. That's continuing to do well. Solid X making a little bit of a bounce today, up 10% at 29, almost 30 cents. We'll have a quick look at Solid X. Obviously, though, products are being pretty much put on the put into retirement. I think X Game and Trader Bot is just about to be retired this next day or two or something. It got a low in the week. Let's go to the day. Went to a low, got spiked down all the way down to 26 cents, which was a new all-time low, and it's now at 30 cents, let's say, at the moment. So that is the Solid X token. That was going to have staking and drops and all that. That is all seems to have disappeared now. Gray currency up 7.7% with the Ink token. We've got DevC coin up 3%, the DAO token up 3%. RSI up 3%. Number 9. Number 10 is Dominance from OG WebChef, and that is up 2.5%. So those are top 10. So pretty modest after our nice little run. Remember, we had 2/3 of the market yesterday was all green. Just chilling out today is the old markets on PulseChain. We're not going to go through the rest of these. All I'll do is I'll pick out a few honorable mentions. We've got Vouch doing pretty well at the moment, up 1.6%. The number one validator on PulseChain, and also getting a bit of love from the old TruDeFi, as I understand it. I don't see a lot of volumes coming in here today, a bit of a pickup at the moment. We certainly had a bit of pickup in volume the other day, 14,000, but the price is still going up. So 0.021 on the old Vouch. So that's still looking pretty good. And that's the number one validator. Let's go and see whether they actually got any news around that, actually, around the validator numbers. We'll quickly look at that. Let's see here. Just the last update was about the True2X support for Vouch. That was about it. I'm not sure what account I muted. I don't know if I muted any account, but anyway, that's up there. So who was that? Oh, that's Neil. I don't know why it's muted, but anyway, maybe the conversation was muted. I don't know. But that was that. Pretty cool. Let's jump away. What else? So that's Vouch on the move. We've got Pump Tires, 1.4% at the moment. So the main brand token for Pump Tires. That's going to face some competition, though, isn't it? Coming up from CoinWell. So yeah, because it's going to be multi-chain, but it's still going to be on PulseChain, right? We've got Sparta right now. They are going to be slightly different, like some different, because of different ownership levels. So it's going to be interesting to see that play out. What else there? Bria, of course, waiting for CoinWell and Coinaki. That's up 1% today. So a quick look nosy at the good old Bria. The chart's still looking pretty good. Nice consolidation zone after hitting that bottom mark there, 0001. Now at almost 0003, sitting right in the middle there. And yeah, we're in January now. We could get very much later in the month the CoinWell launch. We'll see, or CoinMafia. We're going to find out. Certainly, CoinMafia is coming. So let's have a look at the PLS ratio. And the PLS ratio now is 20.5. So it's already starting to break out. It's very close to a breakout. Looked a bit like Peacock, didn't it, on the chart? So 20.5 right now. Very close to break out to another range from the looks of it. Let's look at the RSI again on the US dollar. It's still down at 56. So plenty of room for that to make another move slightly higher there. Maybe find another range. So yeah, maybe start to attack that 4,000 mark, right? Yeah, definitely 38 to 44. So we could see that happen soon, especially with the expectations of that protocols coming up with the old AI agent Bria, Superdog being trained by Jen, by the way. Jen's training. It used to be a little puppy, now it's like full-on teenager raging around. All right, so that is the old Bria. Let's scroll down a bit further here. We got 31 coins in the green at the moment on trending. HEX dominating, of course. What else we got going down there? Peacock at the moment. Still holding up pretty well. It's almost flat at the moment. So we'll have a quick look at that. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But Peacock there is the store of value for LibertySwap. And what I've got a little Fibonacci. We did this last night and yesterday in Discord. I got a Fibonacci extension there. So that's interesting. I can't remember what I was talking about though. We got extension. Yeah. Oh yeah, we had this breakout, right? So if we get a breakout on here, we had the breakout to up to here to 4.3 cents on a 1.618 on the Fibonacci. So that could be pretty interesting for the old Peacock as a target price. So 4.3 there. Yeah, if you haven't joined Strategy Club, the links in the video description on YouTube and also pinned to the top of X. It's just over $1 a day, so it's really good value, and we're passing intel in there all the time. So join up today. You'll go through the Whoop store, and we'll see it in the Discord. You get all the privileges of the rest of the Discord, including the helpline and everything else, all the useful links, and of course the community itself. Really exciting there. Mike says, Bria, big things are coming, says Mike. So there we are. You're hearing it from Mike in the old Bria community there. One of the leaders, I think. Very exciting. All right, so that's pretty cool. Just over at the moment, so we've got that going on. Let's scroll down a bit further down here. We've got Liquid Loans down here. We've got Unity down here, along with Peacock. Let's see what else is down here at the moment. These are all out of the money at the moment, slightly in the red after the 2-day little pump. Top Hat down here, down 4%. What else there? Doubt token, some of the top memes down 5.5%. 9mm, interestingly enough, our only sort of independent DEX outside of PulseChain that's of significance. That's up down 6% right now. They're doing a great job though, delivering the revenue every month and innovating, all the good stuff, promoting, doing a good job there. That's old 9mm. Let's scroll down a bit further here. We got P Tiger. P Tiger's down 12%. That was doing pretty well. Investors down 15%. Let's have a look at P Tiger and see where that's looking. Yeah, so did roll over, and we're at a quarter of a penny at the moment. So holding in the zone. Let's see what it can do if it can hold there. RSI not fully oversold, but certainly bouncing down in the low range. But yeah, may tap that 0.2 of a penny again before making a move. We'll see. How many, the diamond hands is diamond hands, so we'll find out. And of course, I think P Tiger, I haven't watched any of his videos lately or anything like that. See him on social media around the place, the old Crypto Tiger God, and no doubt he's still doing his thing. So we'll keep a lookout. Tyndale reposted the stream. I appreciate that, Tyndale. Big shout out. Much love there. All right, so that is our crypto market results at the moment in the top trending. Now we're going to look at a few other charts as we move forward, like EMIT, but that is the results today. 4.3 million, which annualized is about $1.57 billion a year. But we want to get those volumes up. Up over 20 mil would be nice, and start lifting that average annual run rate. Right, so a lot more fees, a lot more burning, all that good stuff. So that's where we are. And of course, better for Pulse, right, with the EIP 1559, getting those volumes up. Not sure what the actual, does anyone know, if anyone's watching and they know the actual point where we get deflation on PulseChain, let us know, because it's been a while since I saw that number. And it's probably changed a little bit. Good morning, gang. Hey, we've got Hog in the house. Big shout out. Yeah, if you haven't checked out Heart with Dog, episode 7, the final episode of the Chronicles of Hog, Somi, and Andrew Tate is out. So you definitely got to watch that. I mean, this thing is just getting better and better and better with the old anime series, and it's exclusive to PulseChain. PulseChain's so lucky to have a top quality anime series, so definitely check that out. And of course, this year, 2026, Pulse of the Fallen Season 2 is going to be out, and that's going to be fantastic. So we're looking forward to that. Season 1 was 14 chapters, so probably, I don't know what's going to be similar in number, but it's coming up, guys. And we do know that this is not going away. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's a big shout out there with the Hog and professional anime on PulseChain. Pretty awesome. All right, let's jump over to the news. So we're going to get to the project news now. And the big one, of course, is TruDeFi. They've caused quite the stir, quite the storm, and excitement. I mean, it's a quiet time of the year. It's supposed to be a quiet time. You know, Christmas through. Not expecting much activity, but TruDeFi, they've broken all the rules there. And this is the results now for day 14. 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks. And they have taken in 226 billion pulse into this protocol. That's incredible, right? So that's equivalent, if we've taken the supply of pulse at around, it's just under 17 trillion. That's a huge number, right? So 226 divided by 17,000, I guess, is what we're going to do. That is 1.3. So I said 1.2. It's even gone higher, 1.32%. It's probably even slightly higher than that because we're doing rounding. And so 1.32% is gone into TruDeFi. Amazing. I'm not sure if there's much, how much recycling's in there at all, but probably not a lot at this stage, I would have thought. So that's probably a pretty big number there as well. So 226. That's an incredible thing. I mean, you launch a project, say, I'm going to take 1.3% of the pulse in the market off, and there's the retail book, of course, the market there, and it's pretty amazing, right? Of the retail supply. So impressive stuff there. $3.33 million at current prices. And of course, the daily volume there, 17.43 billion per day. And of course, that's average, of course. And the daily volume there is equivalent to $256,000, so $250,000 a day. And we're now 2 weeks in. They've busted the 10,000 miner mark, so 10,657. And if you have not been in Telegram, you should check out the Telegram because it's quite a hive of activity in there. They've always got I think a live voice chat open all the time, so it's a lot of happening there, a lot of excitement in there. All right, we've got the Pulse in the house there. Thank you for being solid and your continued service and effort. And you're most welcome there, the Pulse player. You're most welcome. Yeah, we've seen a lot over the last 2025, haven't we? We've seen a lot of good stuff, a lot of not so good stuff, but 2026 is definitely looking right for a lot of good things happening. So we're pretty excited about that. Red Squirrel says that is including compounding. Figure is about 50 to 60 billion in reality, says Red Squirrel. There we go. That's a bit of a modification there, but still pretty impressive results, isn't it? 50, 60 billion dollars. So pretty awesome there. So we'll refactor that. Let's do that again. So we'll do, let's say 60. We'll round it to the top there, and let's see what that equivalence is. So let's see. That's still sitting at pretty handsome prices, pretty handsome percentage there at 0.0035%. So not bad, not bad. All right. What else? Let's get going. So obviously, part of what TruDeFi does is they're now investing. So investing in top tier protocols, earning yield to push back into the system. And of course, that helps people get 2x in their pulse. So that's the whole idea. 2x is you get a miner up and running and you get 2x of your pulse volume. So that's the whole idea. And they've been investing. So they've got an investing arm. They take 14% of the pulse that goes in, and they invest. So that's called the RSE, and they now almost 20% of the EMIT farm single-side staking. So EMIT farm has single-side staking. Let's go have a look at that. So that is right here, and it is APR at the moment. So its annual percentage return is 138%. Which is equivalent to 1.7% of your capital back a week, or 7.5% per month at the moment at the current prices of EMIT, etc., and the amount of people that are in the pool. And the pool value is just below $250,000 right now in the pool there. and that's earning not EMIT. You're not earning EMIT in there. You're earning EDI, which is a really part of the secret sauce of EMIT, because you're not down pressure on the EMIT there. Now in the LP pools, you earn a modest rate of EMIT, so you got a modest emission rate there, 555, and the price now is at $1.90 on the old EMIT. So that investment that TruDeFi has made is now almost at 20%, so 19.65%, and they have taken that's how much of this pool right here that they have got now at the moment. So pretty cool. All right, and they're earning EDI, and that's all going back in the system. So kind of cool. If you want to find out more questions about that, definitely hit up Neil inside or Hexecutioner or one of those guys in the True2X on Telegram. That's a good place to ask some questions about. Now, EMIT price at the moment is what's happening with it. So you can see all the volume investment from True2X, but also a lot of market investment going in there as well. And some people front running, some people back running, whatever. But at the moment, got a big pump over the last day. It went up to $2.21 and is currently at $1.90 at the moment. So let's have a look at that over the weekly charts. Gives you an idea of the weekly charts here on EMIT. Now, EMIT Farm is founded by Kairos. Kairos is a really great dev. He also runs Crongy Farms on Sonic Chain, and he's got another application. I think it's just forgot the name of it right now, but PLSS or something. So yeah, this is ticking away, and hasn't taken out the new all-time high yet. So the all-time high was back here in June, when I know they were doing a lot of work with Crypto Paradise, and the price got up to $2.92. So still a little bit of work to do there. And of course, the first week had a big pump, but I kind of like to ignore the first week because it's got the usual launch right, but that's still technically the all-time high to take out. And so yeah, at the moment, $1.90. So keep a lookout for that. We can see the big volume on the weekly candles coming in. So pretty exciting stuff happening there for True2X. So it's kind of become like an internal institution, as I call it. It's kind of investing there as people are going into the system and recycling, as Red Squirrel pointed out. So or compounding, let's say. All right, so people compounding their miners. So yeah, that's at $1.90 right now. Now, Vouch also getting a bit of love there the other day. We got a bit of a volume spike here, and that price has continued to move up as well. Vouch is also obviously a top tier protocol, #1 validator on PulseChain, and earns yields. There's double yields, validator yield, and reflection token yield. EMIT, of course, has reflection token yield, 4%. The 5% reflections go into the EDI yield. Yeah, so here we are, quadruple 0.21 right now, and it's still got the pulse ratio. Now, this was founded by Jexa. So for EMIT was founded by Kairos as Jexa. Obviously a well-known, very smart guy, very good communicator, one of our best communicators, I think, in the PulseChain community, and he's an Australian guy. We're in hold down against them. We like Australians here. No, just kidding. We don't. We've got $1.47. I'm going to get a lot of flack for that now. We've got $1.47 at the moment on the chart, and 1.47 pulse per vouch at the moment, and that's ticking away there. So obviously, as pulse re-rates, vouch is going to go re-rate big time because it's basically the biggest validator on PulseChain, and it's kind of validated for the people, right? There are a couple other solutions out there that you can, do delegating and validating with, but Vouch there is a heavyweight there with almost 10% of the validators or something. So pretty cool. That is a Vouch, and it's a definitely good opportunity there. Now, I'm not sure of any other RSE investment targets at the moment, but if there are more, let us know in the chat there during the live stream. But that's pretty much it. We're going to jump away from there. So congratulations to the TruDeFi team. Definitely been excitement on there for the last 2 weeks and doing some pretty stellar results. All right, so let's jump over to the LibertySwap. LibertySwap, of course, has been rolling out just incredible ecosystem, and they've just set up V2, right? They have V2, and this will allow hooks in, so they can hook in DeFi. They won't have to change the underlying contract. And it will all just basically hook everything in. So basically, you can just build this big ecosystem out, and it's not a normal ecosystem because they've got one of the big bridges, right? The LibertySwap bridge, and they're accessing all these other liquidity pools, all these other blockchains, including SVM chains like Solana. And so it's just like putting your business in the middle of the river, where you got all that money coming in the back. And this is going to be pretty exciting. Now, obviously, with that, they also have added Railgun. And Railway wallet can be used for that. And so particularly the big players, if you want to have privacy and you bring a lot of amount of capital into PulseChain, you can do it that way. And of course, you can also buy and sell the market now. They've hooked into tiers, PulseChain, etc. That's what they're doing. And you can then buy and sell, right? So it's pretty powerful thing. And it's almost become the privacy layer for Ethereum, because a lot of Ethereum stuff's all monitored, right? So PulseChain there really moving ahead there with LibertySwap. And it really is a lot of the vision of Richard Hart being played out. So it's pretty exciting there. Now, they're also got a huge roadmap ahead, and I think they're going to have quite rapid development. I think they're going to be probably ahead of most expectations. And of course, one of the things we've got coming up is going to be stablecoins. They've already got wrapped ETH, and then we're also looking at Aave, and I think they're going to have a lot of trading and other options in there coming up. They have hinted at hundreds of before. They haven't really mentioned much around Peacock staking and meme coin airdrops yet, but that may be something they're going to be pushing out later on. They're just holding off on that. We shall see with their heads. But anyway, 18 hours ago, they said bond your coins and send us your logo and contract by DM. Now, they've obviously been supporting a lot of pump tide tokens. A lot of teams have ended up bonding with them. I think they've got somewhere between 225, 235 LP pools now associated to them. And of course, that includes the two main pools that they sort of support, providing a lot of liquidity. So they did do quite a bit of burning at the beginning. Then they started building up the LP positions. Yeah, we may see a lot of buying coming up too as they expand their product offerings. They earn more revenue, right? More fees, and they become able to push the price up there more and more. So yeah, we will list them all. Make pump tires great again. The third wave is coming, and we want everyone to win so hard. So that third wave there of support looks like coming into play. So pretty exciting there. So if you are a team out there, get yourself involved with them if you want to, while you can, and you know, to bond your liquidity up, you know, Hart's Law and all that, and move up with the old Peacock there. What else we got going here? I'm not going to read out all these. We're just trying to find some of the insights. Let's see here. Let's scroll back up here. Now, they did reposition their LibertySwap 2.0. So if you haven't been familiar with that, this is what's coming up, and I think it's going to be much faster rolled out than expected. They have these products already in progress, you see, and so it's going to be, I think, quite fast. So anyway, LibertySwap V2, which they launched at the end of last year, LibertySwap evolves into an intent-based liquidity protocol with two modes: public mode and private mode. And so private mode, of course, is the obviously public mode. All the retail book will be using that, but private mode, is a cross-chain routing between railgun shared balances. So privacy enables any blockchain to leverage railgun, which is amazing. Not just EVM, but SVM chains too. I mean, really is a big deal. And privacy preserving liquidity without bridges or user friction. And of course, this is the real secret sauce as well. In addition to the privacy mode, is the hooks. We get able to build DeFi and trading tool contracts separately and plug them into LibertySwap V2 without modifying core contracts, redeploying or migrating liquidity. This architecture enables much faster updates, greater flexibility, and more opportunities to build, expand into new markets, and generate revenue. So really exciting stuff coming from these guys, and we're looking forward to it, right? So that's an example there of the privacy bridge. They're using wrapped ETH on that video, but very, very cool. So that is just a refresher there of what they launched at the end of last year on I think it was the 31st, wasn't it? Now, a couple of bullish stuff here. They're always pretty positive, aren't they, LibertySwap? So most of you underestimate how fast Pulse could potentially move in the coming weeks and months. Some people say, who are the team? Who are the team? They team working for Richard Hart. Well, it might very well be. They seem to be doing a lot of the vision of Richard Hart. They a team that is just a bunch of dedicated, super genius Pulsicans, and probably in Europe. We know Crypto Sparbook is in the team. It's kind of the closest Blues Clues we've got, I think, to who's behind it potentially. We can speculate on a few other connections, which we have done in Discord yesterday. If you're in Discord, we went through all those. Yeah, it is definitely pretty impressive. Now, because they got privacy, because now they have scaled up the amount of ETH that you can flow through, I think they're heading towards 100 ETH is kind of the target. And so, yeah, this is perfect for Magic Carpet Ride stuff, right? If you think about it. So we'll see. No guarantees, but certainly everything's set up for that, right? And of course, buying and selling on Patias privately. Could see some magic things happen in the old PulseChain, right? And with PulseChain liquidity so thinned out, with a lot of weak hands, a lot of cry fagging out there, which is, understandable. I'm not against cry fagging, but it's, it's just part of the markets where it is. We've had a pretty brutal market over the last 967 days, but hey, maybe by day 1000 things could turn around quite a bit there. So we'll see. Now, obviously, if ETH runs too, that's a super bullish thing. We've always got to keep that in the back of the mind, where ETH price is. And so if you're talking about magic carpet ride theory, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's more real than PDI theory because it's actually a whole ton of ETH out there. So it's a lot different theory there. Thick game Diddy, as Jake Sharp would say. What thick game Diddy. Good morning, PulseChain. First week of this 7 hours ago. The first few weeks of the new year matter a lot, and this is really bullish because that means they're going to be doing a lot, right? They often define how the rest of the year plays out. Believe that 2026 is PulseChain's year. It's time to be aggressive with business expansion and marketing your coin. Yeah, so if even though it's been hard, just get out there and keep promoting, guys. Tell another person, whatever you can do, play your role. Might be delivering pamphlets to the same block every single week. You go out and deliver for a while. Maybe you don't have to do it every week of the year, but you go and just do the same area, and you'll pick up one person there, one person there, and they go, wow, and they're suddenly you've got half of your block by the end of the year is invested in PulseChain. How about that? All right, so the first few weeks of the new year matter a lot. They often define. So yeah, let's keep going. Let's get going there. Not sure if they've got any comments in this one. Let's have a look. You guys know I like to follow their comments. No comments there. Let's scroll back up here. 6 hours ago, what you can expect next week is the opening of ETH mainnet to ETH Railgun and USDC across all networks to USDC Railgun. Honestly, it's like these guys launch something new every week. Isn't it exciting? It's not every week, but it feels like that. So yeah, pretty cool. This now with this new layer 2 contract, or this version 2 contract, I should say, they're able to do that, right? So if they've developed a product, or if they've developed a new, it could be a whole new DeFi or something, they can lock that in. And they've already said that a lot of these things are in progress already, so that's kind of cool. This unlocks a powerful new flow. USDC from any network can privately bid on PulseChain assets. OMG, let's go. ETH from Ethereum mainnet and other networks can gradually move in and out of PulseChain. This is how ETH and stablecoins from everywhere begin to flow into PulseChain. You're still early. There's no need to rush into crypto, but you should bridge to PulseChain now. So there we go. Buybacks. So someone's asking about Peacock here, and they go buybacks and burns or buybacks paired with liquidity adds should stay unpredictable and be mixed with other liquidity strategies. Otherwise, I will just be exit liquidity from Mr. Somebody says there. So there we go. What else? Crypto Paradise in there. Kind of cool. I know they got a little video out today, haven't they? A little video. Should we go play that? I don't know what they're saying in there, but let's have a look. What they got here? This guy asking the normies on the beach their thoughts on Bitcoin. Can confirm this Crypto Paradise. You got to love the Crypto Paradise guys because they really do live the dream out there on the. Was it Mexico? Is it Mexico? Yeah. Was it Caracha or something? Carina. I can't remember exactly what the place they are, but let's see.
We're asking people on this beat, what do they think about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? I don't know a lot of things about it, but if you're happy with it, that's good for me. We're asking people on this.
That's them having a bit of fun there. Big shout out to the Crypto Paradise team and Happy New Year to them. Looking forward to their coverage of PulseChain, of course, moving ahead. All right, so that was kind of cool. LibertySwap. So let's we had the slight detour there. 3 hours ago, they said Peacock be very, 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 etc. Very big in 2026. Well, these guys are building out a big ecosystem on PulseChain. And, it's the value coin is Peacock. So we're going to keep a lookout for that. Time to bring Peacock to CoinMarketCap and Coinbase. Very cool. A very big what? It's a huge Mr. September. So there we go. That is LibertySwap. What else we got going from them? Scroll back up here. The world is such a lovely meme. Peacock is the king of memes. Scroll up there. So that is some of the updates there from LibertySwap. So next week, guys, we've got some more rollouts with the USDC. So keep a lookout. LibertySwap there just expanding all the time. So more fees too. More fees. All right, so that's pretty much it for LibertySwap. Let's get into the big final topic for the show, which is, of course, the excitement growing for CoinMafia. And we're excited about this too. It's got a new coin launching site, but the tokenomics are very different. They've got lots of cool protections in there and things like that. So we're pretty excited. We're going to play this little video here. I won't play the music, but we're going to play the video here so you can sort of see. I might sort of commentate on as we go. But Rakim Rochelle is the biggest whale on PulseChain, and he's a venture capitalist, right? So he's got a couple other businesses that he operates as well. And they've got the EVM standard meme tax and NFT launchpad. 375 networks. So that itself is quite different, right? Not just a single chain. So pretty exciting. And let's quickly watch this video. Put the mute on and let's go. So you can see here, it's got the top action on the top here, the highest market cap, verified devs, KOL drops. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see the KOLs get, do their thing. And so for that people don't know what that means, it's kind of influencers out there. This is loading a token. So this process is just loading up a new token that someone's going to launch. And it's got an example here using Rack and Michelle on the picture. So he's just going through the different steps. So step 1, 2, let's count through these steps actually. So step 1 is basic information. Step 2 is the logo artwork. Step 3, let's all look through that. Step 3 is the description of the token. Yeah. And step 4 is the token configuration. So what blockchain you want, you can choose for blockchains. So they're going to be having up over 375. So it's going to be interesting as well. Now I'm going to pause it there. Let's go back there for a second. So not only do you choose the chain for your token, but also you choose the DEX that you want to, if it's successfully bonded and makes it over, it will get migrated over to that DEX. So in this case, on PulseChain V2, right? Which is that would be similar to pump tires on PulseChain, but of course this does 375 other chains or will be up to there, and so that you'll have lots of different DEXs. So if you're on BNB, PancakeSwap, for example, things like that. So pretty cool. So that's step 5 is social links. So you add your social links on there. What else we got going on here? So like X, for example. So anyone can do this. Anyone can launch their own token, right? So let's look here. You got, when you kind of, it depends on what you're going to do with your token. If you're going to make it a business, then obviously you got to promote and do all other risk stuff. But apart from that, so when you get to step 6, it's the first buyer. So you could be the first buyer. I believe the tokenomics is you can buy up to 10% on here as an owner. So it's a little bit different from some other protocols. A lot different from pump tires, which is 82%. And so you put your pulse in and you mint out your own tokens before it launches on the site. And as then other people have to come and buy it. And then if it gets to 100% of buying, it gets bonded. That's the basic idea, right? So there we go. That's the example, just buying some of their own token that they're set up so that they have their sort of their cornerstone bag. And then 7 is ready to launch. It's got testing here, get ready to launch. And away it goes. Pretty nice. A really nice flow. And it's got all the review. You can review all the details. I read the terms and conditions. Famous words there. And I guess then it goes forward. So let's keep going. Yeah, follow. You can follow, yeah. Follow the socials. Nice. And bam, there we go. So that was a little video there from Rack and Michelle about how you actually launch, which was kind of cool. So that was coming out 17 hours ago. Give that a like, and we're going to hit the repost on that. That was a pretty cool video. And let's scroll up the top here. So this is very exciting. So Rack and Michelle put this out 7 hours ago. I haven't read it, so I'm reading it live, guys. I'm reading it live. I got told about it in Telegram, but yeah, this is I'm reading it live. So Rack and Michelle says, I want to take a moment to speak directly to my community, so his community. I've decided that I'm going to personally sponsor everyone on the CoinMafia VIP whitelist. So as we understand it, there was going to be 1 billion tokens for the CoinMafia site, and 900 million were burned at the beginning. Basically, it's the idea, and then there's 100 million tokens left, right? So that's the idea. And then there was a whitelist. The whitelist was going to be up to about 100 people. I'm not sure if exactly that's the number, but it was something like 100 people. And so now he's going to, instead of there being some sort of, I guess, initial capital raise or allocation or whatever it was going to be, he's now sponsoring that allocation to that whitelist. So if you're on the whitelist, congratulations to you. Pretty big deal there. And of course, CoinMafia is the first of multiple products that Racken will be launching early this year. So pretty exciting. And we know that his wife Jen is the CEO, and so exciting stuff happening in the space. For CoinMafia in particular, Joshua Wu is the director, and we also know that Triple Dad is working on the other projects like CoinWell, which is a full DeFi eco suite, and of course CoinNaki as well. So some pretty exciting stuff, and there's a couple of other sites which will be around education coming up. So excited there. He says, this isn't a promotion and it isn't a ask. I'm not raising money from you. I don't need your capital. I'm in a position where I can do this simply because I want to and because I value the people who've been building support and growing alongside me. So if you have been inside CoinWell or inside Bria or I guess the Woogie Gang or any of those, you have a good idea of the vibe. It's pretty active in there and there's a lot of excitement growing. I mean, there's a lot of activity. So pretty exciting. So get in there if you want to become part of the excitement. And of course, CoinMafia will be launching very soon after the whitelist gets issued. I think they're doing some final tweaks, but everyone's pretty excited about that launch. The CoinMafia token exists to enhance the service and unlock benefits for the community. The platform itself stands on its own, but for those of you receiving the token, it has the potential to be something meaningful over time. So it's going to be pretty exciting. We're going to look for that. And of course, I'm doing this deliberately and thoughtfully, and I'll be communicating clearly about how distribution works and what to expect. No surprises, no pressure, no hidden requirements. I care about this community. That's the reason that exists. This exists at all. More details coming soon. So pretty exciting stuff there. And obviously, you can follow Rack and Michelle, etc. for that. So pretty cool. I'm going to repost that. Exciting times, I guess. Exciting times for the community. And I guess we've got hashtag, do we? CoinMafia. I'm not sure hashtags are still on. Are they still a thing? I don't know. But CoinMafia there, very cool. Got a lot of people excited. David's excited. Now, there's some pretty large influencers in the community. They've got David there. Got Nuclear Herbs. He covered all the legal aspects around the SEC. He's there as well. So quite a few people in the chat there. Dingo, got the BD12, got Scotty, got Fatu in there. We got Grumpy. Grumpy's great. Grumpy does a lot of stuff around Bria meme coins. He's really good at that. So big shout out to Grumpy. Coconut Kai in house there. He's part of the Ouija Gang. They all got the Ouija Gang. All got those outfits on, right? So I've got those outfits on. And we got the JoJo in the house there. West. So everyone's pretty excited about that. Look at that. There's the Ouija Gang again. Another Ouija Gang. Got the Ouija Gang. It's actually a pretty good style, isn't it, really? We got Respect from Mike 40. Mike 40's in the chat, I think, earlier. So big shout out to Mike. And Legions. DMs are open. DMs open there. Dave in the house there. Big thank you. Lots of thank yous there. Daniel. Yeah, everyone's pretty excited. So pretty awesome stuff in the house. So lots of cool stuff there. We've got old Arnold, Joshua Wu. He's the director, right? So Joshua Wu there. He's the director. Kind of cool. We got Hexy Man in the house there. Kind of cool. So lots of people in there. Pretty excited. I won't go through all the names, but that's kind of cool. Now, Joshua will be the director of CoinMafia. So pretty excited that. But it's got Media, Memes, Madness, director of CoinMafia in the house. So pretty cool. What else we got? We got the repost. I appreciate that, Josh. Appreciate that. Yeah, lots of other stuff in the house there. So kind of cool. So things are happening. I just want to go back to Jen as well. Jen or Rochelle. So Jen is the CEO of Coin Division, and Coin Division will be running, I guess, CoinWell, CoinNaki, CoinMafia, and Coin Mentor. So excited about that, and she's also in the Telegram groups as well. So definitely check her out. A lot of details coming there. So expect that just to roll up there. I'm not sure. Post unavailable. I'm not sure what that's happening there. But yeah, that is coming out there as well. And as you guys know, in the wider team, there's also Triple Dad. So let's find Triple Dad. He's a very popular member of the community. And of course runs a lot of Magic Carp Ride stuff, including the Steakhouse, the Bistro, the Buffet, all DeFi protocols on PulseChain, front ends for the liquid loans, things like that. And he's also going to be he's in the team working with the CoinWell and CoinNaki and things like that. So we're excited about that. That's coming up as well. So pretty awesome stuff. It's getting there, guys. Getting there. We got Reigns in the house there at CoinMafia with the fires. Absolutely, got to get excited about it. Yeah, very cool. So yeah, there's a lot of companies coming down the line there from Rack and Michelle. So we know that Rackham's wanted to do this a long time ago. Obviously, the SEC thing came, and he had other things going on. But now it's about to arrive. So very, very cool. And it's all very professional, I must say. And we need it on PulseChain. We need I would know it's multi-chain, but we need that sort of professionalism to have a whole ton of really good blue chip projects on PulseChain, and that's going to benefit everybody, especially after the last couple of years. And it's going to help us on their way up, right? It's going to help us on the way up there, bring new people in, add new liquidity, add new TVL, add new utility, galvanize the community. I mean, there's lots of good stuff to come from it. So very cool there. All right, so that's pretty much it on CoinMafia, guys. Very, very cool. So congratulations to those that are in the whitelist. And of course, CoinMafia launching very, very soon. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, we're an hour and 5 minutes on the live stream. We've got a pretty big viewership at the moment. So big shout out to everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying the new year. It started off pretty well, I think. So yeah, it's pretty optimistic. So let's think about what we've got. So had a couple of Green Day candles. We're kind of consolidating today, I guess, a little bit. We've got good room on the RSI for a move up. We've got pretty heavyweight DeFi utility being rolled out by LibertySwap. We've got some top tier projects, a big lineup of those lining up. We recently saw the TruDeFi demo launch. That's pretty cool. So if you haven't tested it out, go check that out. That's going to be running for the rest of January, and I think opening up commercially in February. That's also going to open up Signum Oracle, so we'll have a second Oracle running on PulseChain, and that's going to be probably pretty widely used, I suggest to you. Particularly, obviously, we know that's going to open up PUSD Algo, decentralized stablecoin, so it's pretty neat. With Jacob stuff, we've also got, obviously, a Mafia game getting pretty close to launch. The chart for Mafia looking pretty good. And the old pulse ratio, it's really starting to go up to the right there, and of course, that's going to be launching pretty soon because it doesn't look like there's much left on the roadmap to do except for launch, and that means being able to kill other Mafia players and also get access to the vault if you're in the families, etc. And then next thing up is obviously he's got on-chain bet, so the decentralized crypto casino. So that's looking pretty exciting. It's going to be multi-chain as well, and so lots of things happening there. So that's all coming up. What else? We've got, so that's all around Jacob stuff. That's all around Stu stuff. Rack and Michelle, we've gone through all those projects coming up, and so it's pretty exciting. I'm missing a few things here. We've got Vault 369 from Fast Abdul. We're excited about that. The coin's already trading, but that's going to be a mega project. That could be a very good, strong, solid TVL project. My surprise to the upside as well. That's going to be multi-chain, liquidity fork, multi-collateral. That's the first that we've heard of something like that. So that's pretty cool. There's about 35 liquidity forks, maybe 40 liquidity forks out there. So that's pretty huge coming up. What else? Did I miss anything else on big projects coming at the moment? Maybe I have. I'm not sure. We've probably got some more out there, but I just can't think of them at the moment. But that's pretty cool. So the beginning of this year is going to be pretty exciting, I think. We're starting on a low base on Pulse. We've got a lot of cool top tier protocols coming, big heavyweight DeFi's bridging. We got Richard Hart, the PruveX sacrifice finishing on the 10th of January. Let's go quickly look at that before we finish the show. We'll bring up the old PruveX results, and that will be our last topic, I think. So we've got 5 minutes to go on the day, so that works out pretty well. Pesky Girls in the house there. Big shout out Pesky Girl from Bria, and of course CoinMafia helping out with the whitelist, I think, managing that. So big shout out there, Pesky Girl. Thanks for the great coverage. Bria forever. There we go. Bria forever. That makes me inspired, Pesky, for a song. You should have a song there, Bria Forever song. That'd be pretty cool. Surge in the house there, but the repost, appreciate that. Shout out for that. And if you're watching right now, don't forget to smash the subscribe button on YouTube. We are streaming on 3 channels: the Crypto Night Show, Superman Crypto, and PulseChain X. So definitely do that. I think it's something like 14,500 subscribers. So you can become number 15,000 out at the store there. And of course, if you're on X, smash the follow up there. We're rebuilding the channel. So definitely hit that. We're almost back up to 1,500. And so that's kind of cool. It's a long way from my old channel, but we'll get there. We'll get there, guys. You guys make it possible. And 2026 is definitely looking very, very positive. All right, let's get into the final topic, which is PruveX, which is Richard Hart's latest project. We are well towards the end of it, though, now, and we're really getting there. We're finishing day 53, guys, of 59. So this feels like it's just gone so fast, isn't it, the time? But we've got 4 minutes left in the day. The current rate at the moment for 10,000 points is $6.95 with the volume multiplier bonus on there. based on your amount versus everyone else. And we're about to go into day 54, the last day. Oh my God, the last day of phase 2. There are 3 phases. The first phase was the flat rate, $1 for 10,000 points. Now we're in the second phase where it goes up by 6.25% per day. And now we're on the last day, guys, of phase 2. Can you believe it? It's going to be $7.40. OMG, $7.40 there. That's crazy. What a big jump. It just jumps up big time, doesn't it? Because the base keeps getting high every day. And yeah, we're about to start that day 53, $7.40. It's going to jump from $6.95 to $7.40. That's crazy. And it's the last day of the volume multiplier bonus, guys. It's the last day. I'm not suggesting anyone get in there at all. Don't do it. But it's unless you think it's like a million X's. I don't know. Just kidding. But it don't need that much. But we got after that we've got so tomorrow when I cover the live stream, we'll be in phase 3, guys. The last phase. There's no volume bonus in the last phase. It's 75% of the flat rate. So you're just getting the base rate for 10,000 points, and it's going to jump from $7.40 to $7.85. And then by the time that's 5 days, we'll have the last day, and it will be day 59 on the 10th of January, and it will be $10.01 for flat rate. And of course, we're expecting if Ray Richards to play his playbook as always to come in, and it's a sacrifice for that. And that could very well happen on day 55 there. And that would mean you need less ETH to get a strong position, maybe 87% to maybe even the low 90s or something like that. We'll see what he decides to take there. And that's the most probable playbook, as opposed to just leaving it by itself and just leaving the retail book to own all the supply. So we'll see that. And so yeah, there we go. That's pretty exciting. We're towards the end, guys. Yeah, pretty big jump there. At the moment, we've got the top team is the Buckamentals retail book, so the ProveX pool team, and it's got a lot of retail in it. So it's got 1,226 accounts on there, or wallets. That's $5.4 million or $5.3 million or so. They're sitting on 142 billion points. So 142 out of the total amount of 320. And then we've got that PulseChain whale. Remember that came in late. It came in sacrificed somewhere in here, like one of these days here. And that's got it sold the chart down, didn't it? And then that's taken up the second position. And then we've got this other play here, which may or may not be someone like Rack and Michelle. I'm just speculating there, but that all came in. All these wallets came in and took up all these positions all the way through down to about like number 14, 15. So it was all pretty much. So it looks like the same kind of player. But anyway, that is in play now. That's my speculation there. But this was pretty unusual. There may be a few individuals amongst there, but that's pretty much it. So that is the top 20. Let's go look at the total chains. We had about 11.9 million so far come from Ethereum. Quite a bit of that would have also been routed through the official bridge from PulseChain, and we got directly from PulseChain 3.7 million. And then some honorable mentions. We've got BSC at 182,000, Base at 140, Bitcoin 121. Those are all the ones over 100K there. And you can see some of the other chains as well ticking away through there that were accepted chains and currencies. So kind of cool. That is it. And we got 22 seconds to go. We're about to count down. So we'll just keep going until the countdown. It's a bit like our New Year's party, but it is what it is. So kind of cool. Let's see. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Crowd goes wild. All right. I don't know if I have to refresh it, but there it is. Let's do the refresh and let's see if it resets itself or not. Yeah, day 54, guys. We're on it. The last day of phase 2, $7.39, almost $7.40 for 10,000 points. The last day of the volume rank multiplier there bonus, which currently for the top player is 2.6679. That's the top player there. So yeah, that is playing out. So tomorrow it's over. Volume multiplier over, and the base rate there. Will we get some fireworks in there? And will we see a lot of ETH suddenly magically appear? Magically appear there. We'll see. All right, that's the end of the show, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I got a lot of excitement coming. 2026, it's our year, man. Let's see it happen. Like I say, on a macro picture, we've got all the monetary policy, we've got the fiscal policy, we've got the economic policy, we've got the crypto policy. It's all in our favor. It is a mega bullish lineup. We've got world peace, relatively speaking. We've got a lot of problems being solved, and that's really cool, at least in many areas. And it's going to be exciting. And of course, on PulseChain, we've got all those bullish things that I talked about earlier. So very cool. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you on tomorrow's show. Take care, everybody. And yeah, finally, Happy New Year once again. Can't say that enough, eh? Happy New Year. All right, take care. Bye for now.